Hi friends. Do you have rules in your house? Maybe rules like don't jump on the couch, right? It's probably for being safe so you don't get hurt. Or maybe share your toys. That's to be kind. Or maybe clean up your mess. That's being responsible. We have those same rules at school. So, today we're going to talk about the rule, be kind. And if we look at these two girls, they're sharing a swing, that's being kind. Smiling at each other, being very kind. So today when we read our book, sometimes you get what you want. I want you to look for times in the story where you see someone being kind. Okay? So I'm going to look at the cover of the book and the title right here, Sometimes You Get What You Want, and the author is Lisa Brown, and the illustrator, the person that made the pictures, is Meredith Gary. So I'm going to open up the cover of the book, that's the front, and I'm going to start reading from the front of the book. Here's the front. Sometimes you get what you want. There's the title again. And here they are waking up and getting ready to go off to school. Sometimes you get to wear what you want, and sometimes you don't. Sometimes you can stay outside, and sometimes you need to go in. And I see some kids being kind right here. What are they doing? Holding hands. Sometimes your friends want to do what you want to do. And this boy is being kind. He's pouring the tea into the teacup. And sometimes your friends want to do something else. Now these two kids are being kind. They're sharing the train track. Sometimes it's your turn. And sometimes you have to wait. And look at this girl right here. She's waiting with a smile on her face. She's being kind. Sometimes you can make all the noise you want. Big band. And sometimes you have to be quiet. And all these children are being kind because they're being quiet so they can hear the story. And when they're quiet, their friends can hear the story. They're helping everyone. Sometimes you get to eat what you want, and sometimes you don't. Sometimes you get to sit next to the person you want. And these two children are being kind. They're sharing the puppets. And then on the other side of the puppet show, those are the kids. And these kids are waiting for the puppet show. They're listening to the puppet show. Sometimes you don't. Remember, she didn't find a place to sit down. But I bet you that cat would be kind and share a seat or invite her to sit right here. She can still see. Sometimes you get to make a big mess. Sometimes you have to clean up. And these children are being kind because look at, they're working together to clean up that big mess. Sometimes you can stay a while. How are these kids being kind? What are they doing with the toys? Are they taking turns? Are they sharing? Sometimes you have to go home. Sometimes you can do it yourself. Sometimes you might need a little help. How is that big sister being kind? Sometimes you have to go right to sleep. But sometimes you don't. And look at, they're being kind, they're sharing the book, and the big sister is holding that flashlight so they can see it. So today we learned about one of our rules, being kind. And we looked in the book to see pictures of people being kind. Think, how are you kind? How are you kind at home? With your parents? How are you kind with your brothers or sisters if you have them? Or with a pet? Or with maybe your cousins?